Well, Palisade native Doug Hayda doesn't call himself an artist. He tends to just like to build things.
And build something. He and fellow Grand Valley artist Matt Fay did. Our photojournalist Joshua Vorse gives us a glimpse of how a classic roadster became a modern art installation.
I've driven this road a million times, and I drive right through Cisco.
I haven't met an artistic medium that I don't love.
Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, which was a primary inspiration. What I tried to do here is that I wanted it to be an interactive piece of art. Yeah, my name's Doug Hayda. I'm from Palisade, Colorado, and this is my first big real art project. I am passionate about art, but I'm not really an artist. I can't paint, I can't sing, can't draw, I don't work with pottery, but I do like metal, and I work with metal. I got this crazy idea to get this Cadillac. I got it, I got help with it, got it cut, and was able to make this happen, and just love it.
This is one of the coolest canvases you could ever want. I mean, it's amazing. The surroundings, they just fit.
I became friends with the owners of the Buzzard's Belly store and got permission to put in an art sculpture. I didn't know what I was getting into, but it all happened. With a lot of nervousness and difficulty, I cut this front clip off, the front 18 inches off, with a grinder and bolts, nuts and bolts, loosening, and Sawzall. Turned out really nicely. I wanted to have this front end, which is beautiful. All the chrome's intact and everything like that. It would polish up really nicely. I didn't want that underground. The owners of Buzzard's Belly came and helped me move this here in place, helped me with a backhoe and put it in the ground, bury it, and here it sits, and hopefully it'll sit for a long time. After I got this beast of a Cadillac in the ground, got it done, I sat here one morning looking at it, and I'm looking at the roof, and I thought, boy, that's a canvas for a painting. I need to have something painted here. Point to the eyes, kind of.
Right, I don't normally paint with sign paint on rusted cars. Normally, I'm an oil painter, mainly. I love to paint people, so figures, portraits, that's kind of my thing.
I walked into the farm knowing that it was a building full of artists, and I knew there had to be painters in there. And I would just walk down the hallway, knocking on doors and asking, hey, do you want to do a big outdoor painting?
A booming voice from downstairs talking about painting a car.
I wanted them to really look like accurate renditions of the rock art that I loved and have known for 30, 40 years.
We hit it off. He's a great guy. This is such a cool project. He told me about it. I didn't see it yet, and I was in like that. Brush strokes are always a good thing to have in art, and finding a paint that was thick enough to let some of those shine through was a really good thing. The metallic part is great too. We
met here at 4 a.m. and we were done by noon. I was just his assistant, mixing paint and handing him duct tape, and he sat here and did this and just did a wonderful job of it. Just it's so beautiful, made for a nice canvas for painting. Some kind of snake handlers or snake charmers, and they're some of my favorite rock art figures, and they're done, you know, just perfectly painted on this sunburned roof of the '63 Cadillac Sedan DeVille. They look like they belong there.